Roses are red, carnations are pink, aces are good, but eights really stink on Card Sharks. And here's the host of Card Sharks, Jim Perry.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Ah, you're delightful. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. That's terrific. Thank you. I like that poem, but you get the feeling with that carnations are pink, aces are good, but eights really stink. You get the feeling that Jimmy Brodzik of Pennsauken, New Jersey was short one line with that poem. But Jimmy, thank you for sending in that opening poem. And now, let's get to the cards. Janice and Bettina, if you will, start loading in the cards, and we'll meet our players on Card Sharks. Chris Carlson.
Hi,
Chris.
Nice seeing you.
Good to see you again.
Thank you.
And won't you remind us about yourself?
Okay, Jim, I'm in the insurance business. I've played golf since I was about 6 years old. I love sports and women, and not necessarily in that order.
Good thinking.
Yes.
How good a golfer are you?
I'm a 2 handicap.
A two-handing. Oh, boy, I couldn't play that good.
No.
You had a
wouldn't
little...
want to play the game anyway. It's too frustrating.
No, yeah, a little tough luck on the money cards, but you're
Yeah.
here as our champion with $300 in
Right.
cash. And our challenger, this is Linda Gibson. Hi, Linda. Good to see you again.
How are you?
And would you remind us about yourself?
All right. I'm a housewife and I have 4 children. And I'm from San Antonio, Texas.
And my friends, my spies tell me that you have lost a whole person.
Well, I still have another person almost to go.
Yeah, how much weight have you lost?
Well, I've lost 99 pounds.
99 pounds. Can you believe that? Wow. And how much more do you want to lose now?
I'd like to lose 45 more pounds. I'd be real cute.
Oh, well, you are cute, Linda. Good to have you both back, and good luck to both of you. You cut the cards before we went on the air, right? You're all set?
Right.
All right. Each player has a deck of 52 playing cards. Shuffle, and the players cut them before we go on the air. Chris, the champion, plays the upper cards, the red cards. Linda, the challenger, the lower cards, the blue cards. You can see just 3 cards up here for each player, and that means we've got a tie at 1 game apiece. We are in the tiebreaker, and we will start with a question to you, Linda. You must win a high-low toss-up question before you can play those cards. Linda, we asked 100 women, could you fall in love with a man who was tall, dark, and ugly?
Sure.
How many women said they could?
They could not?
How many could?
Oh, could?
Yes.
Oh, well, I think a lot of women could fall in love with, you know, a man who's ugly because they're pretty inside. So I'm going to say 85.
85 could fall in love with a man tall, dark, and ugly, Chris.
Jim, I think it's got to be a little lower than that. Yeah.
You say lower. Well, if it is lower, you'll go to the board first. If
Great.
not, it'll be Linda. The actual number of women who could fall in love with a tall, dark, and ugly man is 57, very much lower. Chris, that gives you that all-important control,
Yes.
and your base card is a 7. You won the question. You have the right to change it.
Change it, please.
You'll
Yes.
change it. Here's the next card off the top of your deck. It is
All
a
right.
king. Good change.
Good. Perfect. Lower, please, Jim.
Lower than a king? Yes,
10.
with a 10. Remember, you can freeze at any time. Your decision.
Tough card. I've got to go for it, though. I'll go lower.
You're going to go for it?
I'm going to go for it.
If this is lower than a 10, you've won the match. If not, Linda still has a chance for the win. Oh, no, it's not lower. It's an ace. And that's a break for Linda, who will play a 3.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I'm going to go that that's higher.
Higher than a 3. Yes, a 5. You're going to go for it? Linda's going to try, and I gather that finger motion means higher.
That means more than a smidgen up.
If this is higher than a 5, Linda is the new champion, and she is with a 6. Wow, Linda Gibson. A fine win, Linda. Chris, thank you for joining us. Got right down to that tough card. You're leaving us with $300 and some party gifts. Thank you, Chris. Chris Carlson, thank you. Linda, come on down here. Congratulations, Skinny.
Well,
Linda will go for the money cards where she can win thousands right after we take time out for this commercial message.
Hey, Buzzer fans, were you on the original Let's Make a Deal with Monty Hall? We're shooting a reunion special and we need former contestants and their families. If you or someone you know was on Monty's Let's Make a Deal, contact us here and let us know. Go to Let's Make a Deal's Facebook page for more info.
Our champion, Linda Gibson, being rooted home by our friends in the audience. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Then let's open the board and get to the money cards. Come on, Linda. Linda, you won $200 in the game. Now that's yours to keep. We have a brand new deck of cards for you, all shuffled and cut. And we're going to give you new money to play with, and this time you're going to bet that money. Starting on the bottom line with $200, bet as you will these 3 cards. When you move to the second level, we add another $200 of betting money and 3 more cards. Your minimum bet's $50 till you get to the top card, that big bet, and there you must bet at least half the money. Linda, our New Orleans lady is losing all that weight. Come on, $200.
Okay.
As in the game, you have a choice of 2 base cards on the bottom line. And remember, when you move up to the second level, again, you can change your base card. And before you make that big bet, you again have an opportunity to change that base card. And we'll start with a 7. Do you want to play that?
No, I'd like to change cards.
Okay. Got to play this one, Linda. I hope it's better. It is a 5. Well, it's a little better. $200 and a 5, Linda.
Okay, I want to bet 100 that it's higher.
$100. Higher than a 5, and yes, it's a king, very much higher. $300.
Okay, I'd like to bet the whole amount that it's lower.
$300, the whole thing. Lower than a king,
Come
and
on.
it is with a 9. $600 and a 9, Linda.
Okay, I'd like to go 400 that it's lower.
$400 on a 9.
400 that it's lower.
You feel something. I hope you're right. $400 lower
Come
than a
on,
9.
come on.
Oh, she's right with a 7. You had an instinct. $1,000. We moved the 7 up. We give you the other $200 of betting money. Linda, you've got $1,200. Do you want to play that 7 or change it?
I'd like to change it, please.
You're going to change the 7 to...
Come on, good card.
A 2. Oh, great card. With
I'm going to bet the whole thing that it's higher.
$1,200. All or nothing.
Come
Higher
on,
than a 2.
come on.
Yes, a 9. $2,400 with a 9, Linda.
That's all right. That's all right. I'm going to bet 1,000 that it's lower.
Again, a big
I'm going
bet.
lower.
$1,000.
It's lower. Come on.
Lower than a 9? No, it's a 10.
That's all right.
You lose $1,000. You still have $1,400, Linda. Now you've got a 10.
That's okay. That's okay.
What are you going to do?
Okay. I'm gonna go half. $700 that it's lower.
$700 lower than a 10. Fingers crossed, Linda.
Come on,
I
lower.
hope you're right. And no, an ace. Oh, but Linda, you still have $700
That's
as we
okay.
move that ace up.
That's
I know you're
okay.
not going to change it. $350 you must bet. You've got $700.
All the way.
All of it?
I'm going all the way that it's lower.
All right, let's
please.
get it back over the 4 figures. $700 for $1,400 or nothing lower than an ace. Yes, it is. $1,400. You made a strong comeback, Linda. Come on down here. You were a gutsy better up there.
Well, that's the only way to go.
Betting big on a 9,
That's
huh?
the only way to go.
Well, maybe she'll get a chance to do it again. Right now, we'll take time out, then we'll meet a new challenger right after this commercial message. Back with our champion, Linda Gibson. Linda, you were a very gutsy bettor there on the 9. My goodness.
Well, I didn't have anything when I got here.
Well, that's true. That's one way of looking at it. You know, and what?
Fun. This is so much fun.
That's nice. But I hope you win a lot of money, too. Got to watch those bets. Maybe if you get a chance to do it again. All right, Linda, let's get ready for the next match. Janice will load in the cards with 2 brand new decks of cards. We'll meet our next challenger on Card Sharks, Nancy Johnson. Hi, Nancy. Good to have you here. Why don't you tell us about yourself?
Okay. I'm Nancy Johnson. I live in Sylmar, California, but I'm originally from Antioch, California, which is in the San Francisco Bay Area. I'm married, and I've got a little boy who just turned 1 2 days ago.
Good. Well, congratulations.
Thank
You're a
you.
nice, tall lady. How tall are you?
I like it that way.
Yeah? Oh, yeah. How tall are you?
5'11". That's not very tall.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Not for me. No. Good. Nice to meet you, Nancy.
Okay.
Good luck. You'll play the lower cards, the blue cards. Linda will play the upper cards, the red cards. And Linda, we asked 100 women. At this moment, are you wearing false eyelashes, false fingernails, or anything else that's false? How many women were wearing something false?
Well, I don't wear anything false, you know. So no, I tell you
Those
what.
are the
it's
longest
gonna be,
lashes I've
I
ever
know
seen
it.
in my life,
I
Linda.
know it. I know it. It's permanent glue, too. I hope they don't fall off. I'm going to go I think a lot of us do that. So I'm going to say about 72.
72 were wearing something false, Nancy.
That's really tough because I used to wear false fingernails because it makes you feel really good.
That's false, yeah.
But I think it would be just a little bit lower.
Little lower. The actual number of women who were wearing something false is 24. Very much lower, Nancy. Wow. Oh, how the times have changed. Nancy, your base card is a king.
Oh, good. Okay. Lower.
Lower than a king? Yes, with a jack.
Lower.
Lower than a jack? It is a 4.
I gotta do it. Higher.
We're going to risk them both higher than a 4. 5. Now.
I've gotta freeze. I've gotta freeze.
You're going to freeze it. We'll move the freeze bar over, just needing 1 card to win the first game of the match. Nancy, we
Yes.
polled 100 women executives. Now, these are all women who are vice presidents of corporations. We asked them, do you have trouble balancing your checkbook? How many women executives do have trouble balancing their checkbook?
Oh, I don't think very many. If you make it up there, I have no trouble, and I'm not even an executive of any type. So I think that it would be 10.
10. You mean you have no trouble with your checkbook?
No, I do it all.
You want to come over and do mine, Nancy?
Sure, if
She
you give
says
me the
10,
money.
Linda.
Well, I've never reconciled a bank statement yet, you know? So I'm going to say that it's higher.
You say higher. From your point of view, it's got to
From
be.
my point of view, yeah.
The actual number of women executives who have trouble balancing their checkbook is 6. It's not higher. Nancy. Nancy, you were right with your logic. You've got a 5. Do you want to play that?
No, I'll play it. It's just I didn't want to before. I'll play it, and I'll go higher.
And higher than a 5 for the first game of the match. If this is higher, yes! Game 1 of the Challenger. Nancy has $100. We'll set up for game 2, Dennis. And I guess your feeling there, Nancy, was to not lose those 3 cards, right?
Right. I didn't want to blow it all.
Well, it was a good thought, and you now lead in the match as we set up with the next cards off the top of the decks. And a question to you, Linda, and you need this game to tie. Okay. We took a confidential poll of 100 women and asked them, have you ever lied to a friend about where you bought a dress because you didn't want her to have the same one? How many women admitted they had lied?
Oh, well, I don't think too many of them are going to admit that they lied. So I'm going to say
Well,
about...
confidential poll.
Confidential?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, that's about still the same thing.
Even to themselves, they won't admit, I see.
After a while, you believe it, you know. I'm going to say about 25.
25 admitted they lied about where they bought the dress.
Well, I don't think women are as vain as people would think. I think it would be lower.
Even lower than that.
Yes.
The actual number of women who've lied to a friend about where they bought a dress because they didn't want her to have the same one is 19. It's lower. Nancy, yes. And Nancy, that all-important base card to start is a 10. Do you want it?
Sure. I will go lower.
Lower than a 10? Yes, with a 3. Very much lower.
I'll go higher.
Higher than a 3? Oh, yes, an ace.
Okay, lower.
Lower than an ace? Yeah, oh, 2 great cards. Higher, we have a new champion if this is higher than a 2, and it is the king. Wow. Those cards fall. Nancy, way to go. Linda, thank you for you're a delight. Good luck with the diet.
Thank you.
And we have some nice parting gifts, and you're leaving us with $1,600. Linda Gibson. Thank you, Linda. Nancy, come on down here. Why, you're just a little thing. My goodness.
Oh, this is perfect.
Well, Nancy and I are going to get together while you watch this commercial message, so don't go away, or stay away for a while, won't you? Nancy, what do you mean you're glad I'm tall?
Well, on TV, you don't look like, well, you look, don't know, I don't know if you're tall or not, and I was worried that you were going to be short and I would be saying hello.
Oh, okay. Are you happy?
Yes, very happy.
Good. Then let's get to the money cards. Come on, then. Nancy, you know how we do it. There's a brand new deck there, all shuffled and cut. Janice will start dealing out the cards. You've got 7 cards to play with and a lot of money you can make if you get the right cards. And I am delighted about that addition of changing the base card on each of the next 2 levels. That really gives you a good shot at it.
Yes, I'm glad to.
Okay, you know that big bet at the top. You must bet at least half the money. Good luck, Nance. Here's
Thank you.
$200. And again, we've got that choice of 2 base cards at the bottom. Bettina, thank you. And you're starting with, Nancy, a king. Great start.
All of it that it's lower.
Whole thing. $200. Lower than a king. And it is with a queen. It's still a good card at $400.
All of it lower.
Again, all of it. $400. Lower than a queen. Yes, with a 9.
$100 lower.
$100 this time. Lower than a 9. Oh, no, it's a 10.
See, it's good.
Your good instincts, though, you held back, and Lewis lost only $100. We move the 10 up, give you the other $200. Nancy, you've got $900. Do you want to play that 10?
I'd like to change it.
See if we're going to prove it. You must play this card. It is a king again. Good.
I'll bet it all that it's lower.
$900. Lower than a king. Yes! $7.
that's not
$1,800, but a 7 this time.
I'll bet $300 that it's. Lower.
You're going to go with your instincts against the odds.
Yes, I have to.
$300, and she thinks this is going to be lower than a 7. And she... A great card, a 3 and $2,100, Nancy.
Okay. I'll bet it all that it's higher.
$2,100 if this is higher than a 3, and it is! $4,200. We move up the 8. Nancy, do you want that 8? I don't think I have to ask.
Change it.
You've had 2 kings on the chains. Let's see if we can do it again. Changing the 8 to a 5, a better card. Now, Nancy, you must bet at least $2,100. You can bet more. You have $4,200 and a 5. What's your big bet?
I am betting it all that it is higher.
All of it. All of it on a 5.
I didn't come with any money.
She will have nothing or $8,400 if this is higher than a 5. Way to go, boy, you gutsy. Come on down here. Oh, you want to dance? We'll dance. That's sensational. What a bet on a 5.
I didn't come with any money, so I might as well try it.
And Nancy has $8,600. We've got a good champion. We'll be back to meet a challenger right after this. Oh, when you said all of it, I went, oh, all of it? Nancy Johnson, what a lot of guts you've got. Betting all that money on a 5.
What the heck?
We're happy for you. That's
Thank you.
nice.
Thank
Let's load in the cards for the next match, and we'll meet our next challenger on Card Sharks. John Hayes. Hi, John. Nice to have you here.
Thanks for being here.
Would you tell us about yourself, sir?
Okay, my name is John Hayes. I live here in Southern California. I'm originally from Mississippi. I'm an ex-teacher who is now a pharmaceutical sales rep.
Good.
I enjoy sports.
Good. Nice to have you here, John.
My pleasure.
We want to quickly get into the match, give you a chance to play. You'll play the lower cards, the blue cards. Nancy, the champion, the red cards on top. And Nancy, we asked 100 men. Joe Namath raised a few eyebrows when he wore women's pantyhose on television. Have you ever worn a pair of women's pantyhose? How many men said they had worn a pair of women's pantyhose?
Well, you know, men do wear pantyhose to go skiing when it's cold to keep warm. But I doubt if the people that you talked to wore them. I think it would be like 14.
14, you say. Nancy, are you trying to tell me they were skiing on Hollywood Boulevard? Is that John, higher or lower?
Look, I think a lot of sports guys do wear pantyhose, football players, but I think it's a little lower than
You say lower than that.
A little lower, yes.
The actual number of men who said they'd worn a pair of women's pantyhose is 12. It's lower, John. John, your base card is a 7. Do you want
Change it, Jim.
Change it quickly. Change it to A 9. Same
okay,
card
the
on
next
other
card is going to
side.
be lower, Jim.
Lower than a 9. Yes, with a 2.
Okay, the next card's going to be higher, Jim.
Higher than a 2. Oh no, another 2. It's not higher. Wow, that's a surprise. Nancy, you get to play also a 2.
Higher.
Higher than a 2. It's a 7.
Freeze.
You'll freeze it right there. We'll fill in John's spaces. And Nancy needs 3 cards. John needs 4 cards. And we are you going to give me a cue to say goodbye? You want me to keep playing? What do you want to do? You want me to say goodbye? Fran is sitting over there making up her mind. Now that they've made up their minds, we'll see you next time on Card Sharks. Bye-bye.
A representative of the studio audience will receive a library of William Morrow's hardcover books, including Breakpoint, an intense drama of revenge, courage, and love set against the brutal competitive world of international championship tennis. Books to read for pleasure, furnished by William Morrow. And some of our contestants will receive a True Test Waffle Baker and Grill from True Value Hardware Stores, who combine value and personal service in over 5,000 locations nationwide. And a boutique gift set from Miss Breck, America's leading aerosol hair spray. When your hair's the way you want it, keep it that way with Miss Breck. And Quoizel Lighting, your choice of one of these brass finished table lamps with bronze highlighting. Complements traditional and contemporary settings. And a selection of books from Fawcett featuring Lament for a Lost Lover. Philippa Carr's passionate new romance set in turbulent Cromwellian England. This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.